Morning, everyone. So the weather outside is getting chilly, and so it must be the time of year for getting in Mitsubishi, Outlanders. So here's another one. How many is this we've done now? 4 or 5, 6, don't know. Lost count. So we know what the problem is going to be with this one, is the heater's not working. So let's go and scan it, just to check the electrical side of the hybrid system, and then I think we'll be needing the usual. So we carried out a full scan, and indeed everything is good. It's a clean bill of health, no codes at all. So we're going to check for the heater. So we're going to AC first. I think it's maybe in there. So we'll read data stream. Battery cooling. Here we go. Inlet. Water level, outlet, power. I think that's the 4 we need.
It's a heater name.
There's nothing coming out at the moment.
No, it says heater on it.
Is it? Aye. So we say we've got 5 steps to water level. It's putting out 4,520 watts. So that's the big one. We know the electric heater is working. And it's getting up to, what's that figure there already? 64. And that one's at 32. So we've got a blockage. That's quite clear. We've got a blockage within the matrix, so nothing else to do but flush it out. Although we did think we could smell a bit coolant in here, but maybe it's our imagination, we don't know. Let's see, we're only 18.5 right now. Let's get this up. See, that was auto mode. Tiny little bit. You got the gun there already? Cheers, man. We've not got an infrared one today. We're using the poor man's. This is actually better sometimes. So there's hee-haw coming really out of that. So first thing we do is we whip off the cover. So this is a hybrid motor, so you've got to be very careful when you're dealing with these orange cables.
That's why I'm getting a job.
Take your life in your hands. And no point me taking a risk at my age, Roddy. Just get in there, son. There we go, and then this little cover comes up. I'll have a shot now, it's a bit safer. That one off, and then that one off. Grab that orange cable, Roddy. Wet your hand. Then the next thing we do is take this air box off in order to give us access to the back. I remember they're always tight. There's one at the back here, Mama. And then I think we take this, is it 7mm there? And we split that with 7mm. So that 7mm is now a 10mm. So that's it off. Sorry we missed that. We had to go to the phone. You see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts underneath. Then there's the wiring for the air mass meter. And there's the 2 bits there that hold it onto the bonnet. So that gives us far better access to go after that chappie down the back. Oh, there we go. So we've got the filter out for the hose. You can see the silvery stuff. You can see it. There's the stuff. My friend at my work says that's caused by rough casting during the initial manufacturing process. There it's there. That'll be fine. The pump process has begun, and look at the silvery stuff. So we've modified it. Our setup. See on the return, we've put this big valve to capture all the garbage. So we can clean that out after. So we're away. So this is after an hour of flushing. We've got the nice frothy stuff. so it's doing the business. And here's our flow. Good flow. Only 7 hours to go. So it's been flushed out. We've just started it. Our inlet water's 28, our outlet's 34. We're pulling 4,680 watts. And I'm feeling heat. You got the gun there, Ronnie? We're getting up to 30 degrees. Oh, we're climbing. Get a couple of minutes. So the engine's just cut out. We're maintaining 61 degrees at the inlet. The outlet 67. Feels and it's still rising, see, because we're pulling 3,000 watts, and that's without the engine. And then the water heater level, I don't know what that steps means, no idea. Maybe that's good, and I'll show you what's coming out. 54. There's the engine just cut back in. 61. So ideally anything about 70 to 90, I would imagine. So let's just, that one should keep climbing. $70 degrees, like, it's found its level, so we'll take it around and see what we get up to. So after a few minutes of running, we're up to 76 on the outlet. Still pulling 3,200 watts because the engine is off. And coming out here is 68, 69, 70, and climbing. So that's electric heater just cut off because the engine's at temperature, so it's working as it should be. So I think that's all hooky dandy, looking good. And here with the engine off, there we go, that's fine. 62. Then it's just cut back in again, 600 watts. Perfect, call that a fix. Well, the other thing I was going to tell you was, see these pipes that go into the electric heater? One of our customers telling us there's a recall on them because they can go rusty. So Mitsubishi does them under a recall. So that's for your information. Good afternoon everyone, so it's another day. The weather's getting cold, so it's another Mitsubishi. So guess what the complaint is? You're correct. There is no heat in the passenger compartment. So the first thing is to do is to carry out a full scan, and this is a 2018 model. So we've took the cover off the inverter, and if you go down the back there, you can go and feel the pipes already. I think one should be hot and one should be cold. So is it? So the black one's cold, the silvery one's hot, eh?
Aye.
And the black one is cold. So there's a blockage. Quick check there. We're showing 50 degrees on the black one. I might be on the silver. Go to the black bit. Aye, good near. Well, it's still showing. What's that showing? 52.
52.
And another one at the black. Oh, I'm there 114.
You see that jump there?
Aye, did the water just come through? Let's feel it. What? That's not 114.
No.
The gun's not working right.
Yeah, it's yours.
79. Now what's the other again? I don't think our gun's reading very well.
Aye.
Anyway, one's hot and one's cold.
Nah.
Is it? So a full scan has been performed, so we'll just check it for any fault codes. So we've got acceleration, decelerate motor and ABS. What level and actuator output and the ETACs. Whatever that is, EPB. There's a message, another message, but they didn't concern us. I think we're all clear here. So let's go back, go into AC. This is our place to go. Read fault codes, this should be clear, nothing. So we X out of that and we go into stream and we come through and we look at engine coolant temp. Let me pick them up first. This one seems to be different, maybe got a different module, but you can see the engine temperature's up to 90 degrees. The electric water pump signal's at 70%, so it's turning, and everything else. I'm going to have a wee look, see if it's in another module. So there is another module on this one. It's called electric heater. So we'll read fault codes here. It should be nothing. Yes, exit. So go into stream, and then we look at electric heater test result. Heater current. That'll probably do the business. It's not pulling anything now because it's up to temperature, and there's no any water flow. So inlet. So we'll look for the inlet temperature heater index, temperature sensor, outlet temperature sensor, heater power restriction. Let's see. So 59 degrees, 58 degrees, 0 watts, and there's no restriction. So based on that, and because the engine's warm, we just need to go and flush it. So we just took a sample of this, swish it about, and you can see the silvery bits in it. Ah, there it's here at the side.
Got a better view at the back of it.
This.
No, it's coming at the back of me there, right there. Shit.
Oh, it's real bad. Oh, struck gold.
Okay, I'm floating about there.
Right, bad. So that's us all flushed out, and we're just filling it with the nice coolant. So this is the only way to bleed this one, is get good head pressure on it. It will go down eventually, although that looks like it's rising. There we go.